What is going on, guys? How you guys doing? This is Terrence Freeman, aka founder of Team Blitz. Guys, we do this hangout every Saturday, and we do it every Saturday at 11 a.m. for you guys. And the reason we do this is to share with you ways to make extra money online and all through blogging, and how you'll be able to use this platform to elevate whatever business you're currently doing, because the best part about our platform is you can use it for whatever business that you're currently doing, whether it's a home-based business, whether it's your traditional mom and pop business, or you can even be a gym owner and wanting to receive more members. So what we're going to be doing here is sharing with you a powerful platform and how this platform is changing many lives and giving people a voice. I mean, if you think about it, guys, a lot of people out here really don't have a voice or even afraid to speak up, and because most people stay conformed and get used to a certain lifestyle, and when you get used to something, it's hard to break out of that. So we're here to snap you out of that and help you break out of that, guys. All right. So my name is Terrence Freeman. I'm from New York City. I'm originally from Upper Manhattan, born and raised. Live in Washington Heights, and up here was pretty rough. In the early '80s, it was a bit crazy out here. So I definitely did some things that I did pay for. The consequences were definitely dealt with, and the best part about us humans is that we can always change for the better. That is what makes us very unique, in my opinion, is that we can always change for the better. And, the activities that I was doing back in the early 90s, and, I'm not going to get really into it, but it definitely almost cost me my life, uh, almost definitely gave gave the state my time, which I did say I would not ever do again. One thing you don't want to do is give the state your time. You know what I mean? Especially when there's so much time out here to, absorb and then use. And that's what I had to learn. And long story short, I worked for, I did some of that dirt. I snapped out of it, started working for the city, Department of Finance, which I definitely was surprised to even get that job. I'm a high school dropout, did not even step a foot into college, and it wasn't that I didn't like school. I just couldn't relate to the teachers and being told to do something all the time, or I just was having a hard time with authority. And, I felt like, what? I can do things on my own. I can learn things on my own, and that's just the entrepreneurial spirit in me as I gotten older. My son was born in 2000. That's where it all changed for me. I really took my life more serious, and of course, I wanted to be with my son. Um, right now, I'm separated from my son's mother, so I get to see him from time to time. It's not like it was before, which I do not wish on anybody. It's really a heartbreaker, guys. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard to deal with, but it's just something we have to deal with. So that's just enough about me. Um, we're just gonna get into the nuts and bolts. We are here with Nestor Nadomi out of California, Fontana, California, a dear friend of mine. We're here also with Danielle K. Howell, who is like the Instagram guru, man. I mean, guys, if you had seen this webcast she did Wednesday, powerful, guys. She has a webcast every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Link up with her, follow her on Facebook. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. And we also have the fabulous Katrina Russell out of Chicago, who is dear to my heart. She is powerful. Her story is it's what motivates me. I'm constantly thinking about her story every day and how she overcomes her obstacles, and she's going to be sharing with you some of that, and what this platform has done for each and every one of us, and how we're building a phenomenal team right now. Like, I am super excited of the culture that's happening with this team right now. And you know, over here we're just locked arms, rolled up our sleeves, and we're all taking action. And when we all need each other, we look out for each other. We got the Team Blitz Facebook group. The only way you'll be able to get in that group is by you clicking the big green button down below, and just fill out that secured form and get started right now. It's that simple, all right? We'll get into how much everything costs after. Don't even worry about it. You can afford it, trust me, all right? So with that being said, it's 11:11 right now, and which is my favorite number. 11:11 is powerful. I just looked at my phone; it just popped up 11:11. I always got that set up that way. But guys, I'm just super excited. Today's Saturday, and I want you guys to definitely take up this information that's going to be shared with you today, and we're going to get this party started. And is Katrina Russell? Are you available?
I am. I don't know why I always let it surprise me when you call on me to speak first.
Well, it's
Mhm.
been like it's been like 2 weeks. You haven't spoken first. It's your time. The floor is
Yeah,
yours, Katrina.
I
The
sure
floor.
hope you guys can see me. I'm on the floor right now.
We can
Yeah,
see
and I
you. We
got a
can
lot.
see. We see you
I'm.
shining.
What'd you say, sweetheart?
I said we see you shining.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just apologize in advance. The
No
Terry
worries.
just.
Go ahead, bust down that story. Let them know who you are and why you're here, and you know what to do. Share your story and
Yeah,
tell them exactly how you feel.
yeah. I guess I should. My story kind of ties into why I'm on the floor right now. Um, I have multiple stories, two of them, but the first one is that I was diagnosed with MS 9 years ago. Actually, next week is my birthday, next Saturday, and next Saturday marks 9 years that since I was diagnosed. So that is why I got on this hangout late, and that is why I'm on the floor right now because I literally cannot get up. So that's part of my story, but it's MS is no big deal to me. I always say I'm slapping it in the face, which I am. I am slapping MS in the face. It doesn't stand a chance against me. At least that's how I feel about the situation. But my other story is that this is the one that's really tied to emotion for me. I'm a network marketer, and I joined the network marketing industry 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago, and it was wonderful. It is wonderful for me because the network marketing industry, it is such an easy way. Well, let me go back. It's meant to be a very simple formula for creating success, for creating financial success. And it is, basically two people get two people who get two people, and that's what it's meant to be. So I stayed in my former network marketing business for 5 years, almost 5 years, since I've been a network marketer. And what I found was that I met some incredible people. I met people that to this day I still connect with and I still love dearly. Um, and we've gone through things together. And so I love them dearly. I met an incredible company, absolutely incredible, with incredible products. I was motivated. I saw a world that I knew I wanted, that I knew I would somehow get, but I just did not have a name for it. But I knew I would get this world, a world where you're not dictated by the economy. It doesn't determine anything for you. So I always knew I would have this world. The one issue, and I do mean it was one issue that I had with network marketing, that I still have with network marketing, is the marketing tactics. We're not trained properly how to market, how to just get the word out about our products. And from that one issue spring so many other issues. You can't build a team, or you can't sustain a team, or just things like that. From that one issue comes so many other issues. And so now that I'm into internet marketing, I left my old business. It was really for personal reasons. Frankly, I couldn't do it anymore. I was in it for almost 5 years, and I loved it. I was in love with my business, but I wasn't creating the income that I wanted, and I was actually losing money. So the thought of me doing that, of me coming up on my 5 year anniversary, it always bothered me. I'm like, I can't do this. I quit my business just 4 months shy of my 5th year anniversary. So that leads me to internet marketing. This wonderful young man who's hosting the call, he is my sponsor, and he would never let up, because he still doesn't let up, because we're in that former business together. And he knows, even though he's from New York and I'm from Chicago, he heard my name well before we knew one another. And it wasn't until we met that it clicked in his head who I was. So he knows my potential. He knows what I'm capable of. And he would always say, you should look at this blogging platform. You should look at it. You should look at it. And I would kind of brush him off. Um, because I was just too in love with my business, and I just wasn't ready. So I finally looked at it, and I got in, and then I got out, and then I got in again, and then I stayed out for 8 months. So I wasn't really serious. But when I came back a year ago, so overall it's been about a year and a half since I've been in this business. But when I came back a year ago, I came back with like a force. I came back and I immediately got all in. And if you don't know what all in means, get back to the person who referred you to this hangout, because it's very important that you go all in. And so I immediately went all in. It was a bundle at that time. It was a deal on how much it cost to go all in. I went all in. And so, but even still, sometimes I would listen to the trainings, that training that I said I wasn't getting in network marketing. In my former network marketing business, I just didn't realize what I had, because sometimes I would listen to the training and sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes I would blog, sometimes I wouldn't. I still wasn't getting it. And it wasn't until 2 months ago, about 2 months ago, that I went to an event and I finally got it. I finally got it. I'm like, I know exactly what I want to do, because see, there's nothing like seeing a bunch of people having success at something and knowing that you're in the same business and you can accomplish the same exact things and you're not accomplishing it. It kind of puts a mirror in your face and you say, what's wrong with me? And then, yeah, I'm so glad you're on this call, because see, my team, this panel of people right here, they challenge me. They challenge me so much, especially Danielle, because Danielle was like, I remember she had just gotten into the business. And this was at our last event, at our Las Vegas event. And she said, I have to get to this event. And I think you had bought your ticket and you had bought your flight. And you said, I don't know. I have no idea what else is going on. And I'm talking, this was like a week before the event. And she said, I have no idea where I'm going to sleep, but I just know I have to be there. And she got there. She got there, she got a room, she got everything done. And she was new to the business. So I'm like, why have I been sitting in this business all this time and I'm not seeing the things that I want to see? And then after that, she got a conference call, and which is where she gives value to people. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why didn't I think of that? Why haven't I ever gotten a conference call? Why don't I do a conference call? Why am I not doing the things that this newbie, I hope you don't mind me calling you a newbie, but why am I not doing the things that this newbie is doing? And so I finally cracked down. I'm like, I need to be doing that. So a combination of my team in a Vegas and yeah, my team. Of course, I could talk about a wonderful young man by the name of Brian Kane, but I'll save that story for another time. But just a combination of my team and the Las Vegas and then the trainings, they all challenged me. And then once I got back in the trainings, I was like, dude, you are such a freaking nitwit. Because I listen to them now, and man, all the trainings, all the stuff that's in there, I'm like, what have I been doing all this time, man? So, all of that to say that if you are, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a stay-at-home mom, especially if you are a network marketer, you have got to join us in this blogging platform. You have got to click the link that's right beneath this video. And Terry wouldn't tell you how much it costs, but I'm going to tell you. It's $25. It's $25 to get started. And when you get started, you're immediately, that training that I talked about, you're going to get 13 of those videos. And if after watching those 13 videos, you don't want to be a part of this, then okay. But watch all 13 videos, and I doubt you won't want to be a part of this. So, yeah, that's pretty much my story. Oh, I did get that conference call, and I do blog every single day consistently, and I listen to the training every day. And on my conference call, I reach out to everybody, but see, I have a certain affection for network marketers. I love network marketers, I really do, because I'm one, and I know what the struggle is like, and it shouldn't be a struggle. It should not be a dadgum struggle. In network marketing, that's not what it's meant to be. And so on my conference call, I just give away value for free. Like, I paid to get this information, to get this value, but I just give it away to people for free because it can help you further your business. And yes, we want you to join us in this blogging platform because I can only give away so much information. I can only remember so much. I'm one person. These training products have module after module after module. And so I can only do so much, but I give away value on these conference calls. And I invite people to join me in this blogging platform because that's another thing. As a network marketer, you have to put on your business in your own words. You can't. I'll give you an example. I watched a video. I hope I don't come off as critical when I say this, but I watched a video from a woman. She's a network marketer, and it was on Google, but it was like a cookie cutter video that everybody in the company got, I'm sure. You all, that video nearly bored me to death. I'm like, this video is so daggone boring. I couldn't watch it all because I'm like, it's just nowhere on the page do I see you. These are not your words. These are somebody else's words. This is somebody else's video. And it's boring. It's really boring. It's like painfully boring. And so, like, as a network marketer, you cannot do that. And that's why we invite you to join us in this blogging platform because people say, well, what's a blog? Basically, a blog is a video with a few sentences under it. Or if you like pictures, it's a picture with an explanation under it. Or it can be an entire text. A blog is basically whatever you make it. And it invites a person to go further, to investigate further into what you're offering. So I'm like, if that woman would really give me a chance, I'm not begging her to give me a chance because if you don't want to, then you just don't want to. But I'm like, if you would give me a chance, I could show you how to take your business to another level. But she wasn't interested, and that's fine. If you're not interested, we're not twisting your arm. We don't need you to join us in this. We want to help you with the training and with this blogging platform. We want to see you expand your business, all of us, every single person on this panel. And so I'm like, lady, if you would just give me a chance, I could help you take your business to the next level. And that is what we do with this blogging platform. That is why it's so important. That's why we're sitting here at it's 10 something my time because I'm in Chicago. That's why we're here right now on this panel talking to you about this. So if you're feeling brave, click that link right beneath this video and get started with us. And that is all I got.
Awesome, awesome, Katrina. Guys, you heard it. Get started, guys. Don't even hesitate. It's definitely a tool. The same way money's a tool. Your hammer and your screwdrivers. These tools put things together. The blogging platform will put things together for you. You just got to be willing to give yourself the opportunity. A lot of people really don't see things with clarity. I was listening to an audio yesterday, and which I do every day, and um, one thing that my mentor said was, a lot of people want to do it, right? Consciously. But subconsciously, they don't absorb it. And when you don't absorb it subconsciously, it's not going to store the information for you. So that's why when the information is not there, you're not going to take the action because it's blank. You have to absorb, you have to put that information into your subconscious mind and roll with that subconscious mind, not what you have consciously. Because what you have here already, what you see in front of you, you know it's there. You will only know it's real once you look at it, right? But subconsciously, if you put it in there and you collect the information, and when you need that information, subconsciously it's just going to come right out of your mouth. That's just how it works, guys. And Katrina, she has not been, in this business, not for long. I mean, yes, she was in and out, but she hopped right back on. Because just like I used to tell her, share your story. There are people out there that need to hear you. People need you. There are people out there who have MS who want to overcome it the same way you're overcoming it. Share your story. The blog is your voice. And that's what I will always tell her. I will drill her down with that until she finally got to the event and she realized, and she heard it from 100 more people at the event, share your story. And guess what? Once she started sharing her story, she started getting leads, she started seeing results, and she started getting engagement onto her blog. Guys, your story is the gold mine. Your story speaks volume. The only problem is that a lot of people want to hold on to it and are afraid to share it. But if you look at what's happening on TV now, if you look at what's happening in the music videos, the themes, they're all storylines. Each and every single one of them are a story. What's your story? Click the link down below and share your story with us. What's your vision? What are your dreams? Click the link down below, the nice big green button, fill out that secured form, and once you do that, I will definitely inbox you and congratulate you and welcome you to Team Blitz. And we'll go into step 1. But you have to do step 0 first by giving me your autograph in that secured form. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to pass the mic over to, I'm going to save the best for last because, it's been a while since she's been on. So I'm going to keep her backstage for a little bit, all right? So the next person I want to introduce is Nestor. Nestor Nadomi, are you there, my friend? Out of California.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, my friend.
All right, here we go. Let me just check to see the camera's correct right here.
We just can't see
you. Can you guys see me now? You can see me?
Now we see you. Now we see you, buddy.
All right, cool, man. How you guys doing? This is Nestor Nidome. I'm from the MakeMoneyFromHome.com, and I always love to be in these hangouts because I always hear everybody's stories, and we always have different type of people. Some of you, if you've been joining us every Saturday, sometimes you see the same familiar faces, but sometimes we have other team members that come up and share their stories, and I'm always loving that. But a little bit about myself. I basically come from thinking of entrepreneurship, and I've been doing this. Sorry about this, man. My camera just kind of like doesn't want to stay still. There you go. And when I started with my why, right? And that's something that I share a lot with people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys hear this a lot about starting with your why, why you want to do this stuff. And my why was always been to be able to stay at home, to be able to be with my kids, with my wife, right? Because that I saw that as that's just being important, to being part of your children's life as they're growing up. And when I saw that entrepreneurship, I saw that that was a way to be able to get that, I just kind of thought, what, that's something that maybe I should, I should strive for, because, why not? Why not, if we're living, in an age where everything is possible, why not go for exactly what you want, right? And that's exactly what I started to do. I mean, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to design my life exactly how I want it. And that's what I tell everybody else. I mean, you can literally design your life. I'm a believer, right? So I always say, I co-design my life with God, right? I listen to God's message, and He tells me, kind of what He wants me to do and how He wants me to serve, and then I co-design my life to be able to incorporate all that serving and incorporate what I also want in my life, because I know that He wants me to be happy, right? So, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a believer or not. I mean, it's just, you have to understand that, how that you are capable of so much more than what you're thinking of right now, right? And the great thing about this is that, as I started to think about this, I was like, you know what? Entrepreneurship is a way. I saw that, and the reason I saw entrepreneurship being the way was because, if you're working, as long as you're working for somebody else, as long as you're working for another person, if you're in a job or a career or anything, then you're helping that person create their dream, right? You're helping that job or that owner of that business create their dream, which is fine, right? I mean, that's fine. They're more than welcome to create their dream, right? But if you are that person who says, you know what, I want to create my own dream. I don't want to have a job. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to be with my kids. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do, right? It doesn't, whatever you want to do, you're able to do it. But you're not going to do it as long as you are under the supervision or under the hand of somebody else, right? Where you have to go to that job so you can get paid, right? You have to learn how to create your own money. And that's what entrepreneurship showed me. And, that's another concept that you guys got to think about, is that money, you have to get away from that idea about money being evil, right? Because, money is neutral. Money is not either evil or it's not good or bad. And it's just neutral. It's whatever the meaning that you give it. Because the reality about money is that if we will get everything, let's say, for free, right? Like if we will receive everything, then there will be no need for money, right? There will be no need for money. I mean, nobody will be in love with money. But the reality is that we are living in a society where we have to exchange money for whatever we want, right? And it's just an exchange of stuff. So because of that, you need to figure out a way to create money, right? To generate money. And way that I saw was entrepreneurship, being my own boss, having my own business, right? Getting paid for my efforts. And that's what a lot of people kind of hit a wall when they come into the industry, when they come into a network marketing industry, the online marketing industry, commission-based industry, right? That could be super lucrative. It could be something that you just dream about. But when you come in here, you hit a wall because you're used to trading your time for money. So you're used to trading your time for money. So when a lot of people come here and all of a sudden they didn't get paid for that first week that they got into the business, they start saying stuff like, this is a pyramid scheme, this is a scam, this is whatever makes them feel good, whatever excuse makes them feel good. And the reality is that it's because they thought that they were gonna come in just like a job and all of a sudden get paid. Right? They thought that they were going to come in, they were going to do a couple of blogs, maybe they were going to talk to a few people, and then they were going to go to their boss and say, hey, boss, where's my check? Hey, where's my check? I went outside and talked to people. I did a whole meeting. I did all this stuff, and where's my check? This doesn't work. It doesn't work, right? And it doesn't work because it's different. So you have to start changing your difference. You have to start changing your mindset. And this is why another time people get hit a wall when they go to training, right? They go to training and they start thinking that they're gonna get the how-tos, and then people get pissed off because they're like, well, I just want the meat and potatoes. Just tell me exactly what to do. Why do you ask that? See, the reason you ask that is because you're used to a job. You're used to a boss. Right now you're free. You don't gotta ask anybody for anything. You don't have to ask. Now you're free to roam the world. You're free to do whatever you want. You're free to search, to Google search for your answer, right? You're free now. And that's what freedom means. Freedom means that you have to let go of somebody else taking care of you, right? You have to let go. We might walk, hand, shoulder, locking arms right here in Team Blitz and in Empower Network. We might walk together side by side. But we're not holding hands. See, we are all free. And yes, we help you, right? There's videos, there's training, and we're helping you, right? If you come and ask us, we'll help you. But the reality is that you're free. So it's your responsibility to go after your freedom, go after your dream, go after your lifestyle, right? And so that's what when they hit a wall is that. It's just that they want the meat and potatoes. And people are saying, no, you have to build your mindset first. And when talking about mindset, a lot of people think, oh, I got to become positive, right? Or I got to become, I got to think, positive. Not necessarily. Yes, you do, right? Because most of the time when people are coming in, they're very negative. But the reality is, it's not about positiveness. It's about you transforming into an entrepreneurial mind, which is almost 100% like, reversed from what you were taught in school, what you were taught in society, right? So when you're building your mindset, you're not really becoming positive, right? Oh, everything's positive, everything's nice and neat. No, it's not that. And also, it's not about becoming a realist, right? That everything's negative. It's not about that. It's about you becoming who you are and building your mindset and finding your inner strength to be able to build your business, all right? To be able to go out there and find your freedom. Right? To be able to go out there and make your own decisions. To be able to go out there and do what you do best, which is you. And then at the end, it's gonna be that life, right? But see, that's where people are hitting walls, right? People are hitting walls is that it's like a drug, like we were infected, right? We were intoxicated with this drug of being dependent of the system, right? To being dependent on a boss telling us what to do, because ever since you come from school, right? I still remember, now they changed, now it's not a bell like at my daughter's school, it's not a bell like ring, right? But I read one time, right? Don't quote me, but that, the Rockefellers were the ones who created, at least in the United States, the school system, right? Why? Because back in the day, there was the industrial age, and they needed employees, right? They needed employees. They needed trained people to come up from here to here so they can start working. And what they figured out is that they needed trained employees that needed a certain amount, a level of education, not too high where they could think by themselves, but just enough where they can read and do some math and do some stuff, so they can go into the construction, so they can go into those the industrial age and be able to be a good worker and a good follower of rules, right? That's what when you go into the schools back in the day, I don't know, like I said, it's changing a little bit now. There was the bells, right? Ring. Oh, you gotta go here now. Raise your hand. Hey, teacher, can I go to the bathroom? I need a note because, I didn't come to school. Permission, right? They're training you. They were training us to become employees, right? But if you go to the rich folk schools, it's different. It's totally different, right? You go talk to the wealthy, and they teach their kids something different that they're teaching the masses, right? You start reading books, and we'll start to notice that it's a different type of mindset. So we gotta intoxicate you. We gotta intoxicate you by reading books and by listening to audios, and start inserting the right information so you can have a more entrepreneurial mindset. See? That way you stop hitting walls. You stop hitting walls every time trying to fight us, because people come here and say, oh no, it's a scam. Oh no, I want this. Oh no, you just tell me what to do. It's because you're used to be told what to do. You're never gonna be free if you're always waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. All right? Is that freedom? No. Freedom is to tell yourself what to do, to tell you what you want to do. That's true freedom. And that's what we provide here. This is what we do here at the Power Network. The moment that you make a decision, because it's your decision, see, to click on the button below, pull out your credit card, fill in the order form, and get in, is your first step to freedom. That's what it is. See, it's not a business. It's not about this. It's not about that. It's about being free. It's about clicking that button and saying, finally, I'm walking towards my freedom. Finally, I'm going to be able to detoxify myself from the shackles of corporate America or the world, wherever you are, because I know there's people all around the world here, and deciding to say, you know what, for the first time in my life, I'm my boss. I'm the one who tells me what to do. I'm the one who's going to figure this out. And when you do that, you become a leader. And leaders start to be able to lead masses of people. And when you start to lead, you start to serve, because leaders are servers. And the more people you serve, the more abundance you're going to receive in your life. And that's what it is. I mean, that's what Empower Network is all about, because we're in a network empowering each other, right? And Team Blitz is just right there. Team Blitz is right there following and instructing and, you know, and just being there as leaders, right? Because, you know, that's what we want to do, right? Our vision is to free 100 people a year. That's our vision, to free and have them be independent, right? Our vision. And you know what Empower Network is? Our main mentor, right, David Wood, that's the owner of the company, right? His vision is to help people, you know, to make 100 millionaires a year. 100 millionaires a year, right? So our vision is right there with that, right? Right there with that. We're walking right there next to it. Our vision is to free 100 people and have them be independent. If you want to be part of that $1 million vision, that's up to you. That's up to you, and you can do it if you want to. The thing is, you can't even play, you can't even start unless you click that button in the bottom of this video and you get started with us right now. See, that's the thing. You know, today I didn't really talk about my story that much. I did talk about a little bit. I wanted to share a little bit more, you know, a little bit more of the truth to you guys, right? Of how to be, you know, true leaders, how to be free and successful. And that's what it takes. But with that, you know, that's something that I just wanted to share. And I go ahead and pass the mic back to Terrence. And, you know, thank you so much, Terrence.
Wow, hermano. Guys, this is why I love having Ness on the Hangouts, and I'm so glad he's just a part of the team. I'm so glad I met this guy at my first event, which was at Denver, and we just kicked it off right from there. You know, the best thing about these events and even being in this community of Empower Network, it's not just the company, guys. It's the people that are in the company. Like, I've been in events after events in the previous company I was in. I'm not no jumper. I was only doing a juice product prior to starting to become an online marketer, right? Because when I was doing the traditional way of marketing, which, you know, for me, it's, you know, that's the number one, is the belly to belly. You're always going to have to communicate with the persons. You always have to pick up the phone. You know, that's always a part of marketing. That's just a way to build the relationship, right? But one thing they always used to tell me and tell everyone there, the 8,000 people at the event, was to stay away from marketing online. And, you know, we did that. You know, so it made me become a better marketer dealing with people, without a doubt. But one thing it didn't show me what to do was to market that product the right way. And, you know, it's one thing that, you know, you can communicate with others, but to market the product, you know, to really get the eyes on the product is the key. It's the same way we get in your eyes, right, into our Empower Network blogging platform and you've seen the vision of Team Blitz. Because just like Nestor said, when I got involved, when I started Team Blitz back in July, I had nobody. I really did not push the team up until I would say September, and I said, you know what? I started talking with my sponsor Tracy Walker, and I had her on the hangout, and from then on, it's all about building culture. And one thing that excites me is team building. I learned that at the previous company, and that's what gets me excited. And for me, honestly, that's what generates massive, massive amounts of wealth, depending how engaging the team is, right? And the leader has to be an engager. The leader has to lead, and I do my best as I can possibly can, and I want to be able to do it without Nesta, without Katrina, without Danielle, without Teresa. And one thing I want to say is, Teresa is not here right now, and she's the one that's always been um, engaging with setting up the page you're looking at right now. Um, we call her the Guru Lady for Team Blitz, and right now she can't be with us. It's been a couple of weeks because she lost her voice, but I'm wishing her all the best, and I'm wishing that she recovers ASAP so she can be on next Saturday because we do miss you, Teresa. And I just wanted to let you know that. And Nestor, man, I got to say one thing, brother. You definitely have stepped it up with your speaking. I mean, we can look at previous hangouts, dude, but you coming out of your heart the way you always do on the hangouts is just getting stronger and stronger and connecting with a lot of lives. And I definitely appreciate you even being here and appreciate what you said today. So, with that being said, guys, I'm glad that you guys are all here with us. I'm going to pass the mic over to Danielle K. Howell. Danielle K. Howell is out of Queens. I'm going to let her share her story, how she's getting it done, what is she doing on social media that is causing massive engagement, guys. I mean, she is definitely a fireball. Just like Katrina said, she told me, I don't know how I'm going to get to Las Vegas, but I'm going to get there. And she did it within a week and a half. Got the tickets, got the flight, and within days got to stay with someone in a hotel room. That's ambition, guys. That's when you know someone really wants it and wants to really make it happen. That's what makes it count, guys. So with that being said, Danielle K. Howell, I am so proud you are here, and I appreciate you being a part of Team Blitz. Girl, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Terrence.
You're welcome.
Wow, I don't even know how I can, come after you guys. Nestor, you were great. Katrina, you were great as always. But I missed you guys. I missed being here because I had, a death in the family, which was close to my heart. But death just really taught me a lot about life. Especially when it hits home, so close to home, when it's a child, and it just taught me what I'm working for, why I'm here, why I'm a part of Team Blitz, why I work from home, why I chose to be an Empower Network. It just made everything so much more clear for me. And I'm just happy to be here. But a little bit about my story. I was in network marketing for about 15 years with one company. That company still around, but I did the traditional network marketing thing. I talked to all my friends and family. I wrote down 100 people that I knew, and I did everything. I did everything that my sponsor told me to do, and I didn't make the headway that I wanted to make. I didn't build the team that I wanted to build. I sold a lot of products. Yes, I definitely sold a lot of products, but I just did not have the team. I did not have the culture that I was looking for. I just did not have the support that I needed. So I decided that that's not what I wanted to do. Even though I worked, I had to work while I was in that company because I wasn't making enough money to quit my job. I'm a teacher by trade, and I work with special needs kids, which I love to do. But it just came to a point where I wanted to be home with my kids. I wanted to be home with my kids. I was you have to make a life for yourself that is, you know, that can sustain your family. So, you know, and the boiling point for me was when, you know, one of my supervisors said something to me. I had to make an emergency phone call, and she said, "Where were you on your break?" And I said, "Well, I had a phone call. Don't leave the building on your break." Like, wait a minute, you know, I'm a grown woman. I have to be talked to like this. Like, you know, that was just my breaking point. So I decided to, you know, find a way where I could work from home, and that's what I did. I started searching around. You know, unfortunately, I got involved with thought maybe it would be a little different this time around, but it proved to be the same. You know, right there, you know, on auto ship, it's just the same thing all over again. But this time it was right down 300 people as opposed to 100. You know, so you know, it's just like I just did not want to do it like that. I said, you know, even though I love talking to people, I love that, but that is not how I want to build. I looked on the internet for a way to build my business online, and I came across a company, and once I started online marketing, I was able to sell over 100 products in 1 week. I sold over $1,000 worth of products in 1 week, and even my team was like, "What are you doing?" And I, you know, I didn't want to tell them I was online because that's not what you're supposed to do when you're in network marketing. You're not supposed to be online. You know, you're just supposed to be talking to people. That's within 3 feet of you. You're just supposed to be talking to them, right? So I said, "Well, I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm talking to a lot of people," but really, honestly, I was online, and you know, I found this thing that I said, wow, I can really grow a business online. But something just wasn't right within company. It just the team, the leader, she was pushing us to do the things she wanted us to do, and it's not what I wanted. Lo and behold, I found Empower Network, and you know, I got on a hangout. I saw Tracy Walker, heard her story. You know, I ladies for quite some time online here and there. I'm like, what are they doing? And it was, you know, all their stories were just great. It resonated with me. It really resonated with me. So, you know, I got on this, and lo and behold, I was, you know, taken to, you know, Terrence Freeman, and you know, I didn't know Terrence at the time. But I'm so glad that we met because, you know, I believe that nothing happens by accident. I believe that everything happens for a reason. And, you know, this is a great team to be a part of, Team Blitz. We are a part of the Dream Team. And the Dream Team has such a vision underneath, you know, Dave Wood's vision. It's just an incredible team to be a part of. It's an incredible company with incredible people that are going in a direction that most people are afraid to go. I mean, like I said, I found online marketing prior to Empower Network, but still that company just did not have the leadership and the vision that Empower Network has. And you know what Nesta said about freedom, we are all about freedom. You know, that's where I am. I mean, that's what we want. We are working towards freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. You know, just to be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, and to teach others to do the same. I mean, that's powerful. And when you have a platform like what we have here at Empower Network, and you can just show people this platform, and it works for itself. It's not like we have to do anything. We don't have to make any adjustments to it. We don't have to, you know, amp it up. We don't have to do anything. It works for itself. So, you know, when you're able to show somebody a platform that is built in, will get you results, I mean, it's amazing. So and it teaches you, this whole business just teaches you how to be a leader within yourself, within your own confines of your own home. You know, you can go outside, you can go wherever, but you become a leader. And you know, like Katrina said, I started doing my conference calls. Yeah, because I felt like in order to reach people, you have to of course you have to blog daily, but you also have to, you know, give some presentations. Give some presentations at least weekly. You know, that's what we're being taught, right? That's what Dave Wood teaches us. You have to be presenting. You have to be presenting the opportunity. You have to be presenting yourself. People buy into a company, but they're buying you. You know, they're buying into you. They're not necessarily buying into Empower Network or whatever company. Even if you are, you know, part of a network marketing company and you want to use this platform to grow your business, you know, this is what people are doing. So you become a leader in that aspect. You become the go-to person for your products, for your services, for your business. And, that is what, us here in Empower Network, we have chosen to do. We chose to brand ourselves as leaders. And when you do that, you become you find your niche, and I found my niche, social marketing, like Terrence said. I love social marketing, and once I figured it out, I've taken classes, not like I just figured it all out myself, but we learn, we do, and we teach, right? So I've learned a lot about social marketing, and because of that, I teach it, and I do it, I do it daily, and I teach it. So this is something that we do here at Empower Network. It has allowed me to stay home with my children after years and years of being outside the home. It's just been a great experience, and I've been in only for a little short time. I got in right before January. I said with the end of December, and like Katrina said, I didn't have a ticket. I didn't have a plane ticket. All I had was the will to go and the desire, and I made a decision. And that's what we teach here. You have to make a decision. Once you make a decision, that decision is going to take you where you want to go. You make a decision, and I tell you, it's like the heavens just opens up when you make a decision, when you finally decide to do something. And I made that decision to go because I knew that that's where I needed to be. If I was serious about this, and when I do something, I'm serious about it. I don't play around. I get in there, no matter what happens. Life can knock you down sometimes. It can really knock you down. But the thing about it is, no matter how much you get knocked down, you have to get back up. You have to get back up, get back in there, know why you're doing this, make sure your why is strong enough, and make sure you make that decision to keep going. And that is what I've done, and that is what I'm going to continue to do no matter what, point blank, period, because that is what keeps you striving towards your success. That is what's going to make that is what separates the unsuccessful people, the people that have excuses, the people that don't get to go where they say they want to go, and the people that actually get there. It's your decision. It's your decision to make a decision to keep going forward. Right? So that's that's all I really have to say, because I think Nesta kind of like wrapped everything up. Katrina, of course, her story is powerful. To know that she goes through that every day is something, and again, she's a person. No matter what, the obstacles should not define who you are, and we all have different obstacles in our lives. So if you're out there, you're watching this webinar, and you have decided that you want to make a change in your life, now's the time. It's springtime. I'm about to do a fast. I'm very much into health and wellness as well. So I run, I do a juice fast and things like that. I'm about to start another 5-day juice fast for my people that follow me, in my healthy quest. And my thing is, okay, it's springtime. It's time to detox your body, right? And at the same time, it's springtime. It's time to make a change. It's time to do some spring cleaning, so to speak. So, clean out all the things that has been holding you back. Clean that out. Clean it up. And start afresh. Start anew. Start somewhere fresh so that you can take yourself to where you want to be. If it's making more money from home, if it's, having an extra income, if you're already working, then that's what you want to do. You can do it here, because this platform will allow you to have more money than you have made even in your job. Income disclaimer, I don't know how to say all that, income disclaimer .php, whatever, but you can say it later, Terrence. But you want to make money, right? We all want money, and like Nesta said, money is neither good nor bad. Money just is. Money just is. But it's a gateway to freedom. It's a gateway to financial freedom. It's a gateway to time freedom. It's a gateway to physical freedom. When you have more money, you can eat better. You know what I mean? You can buy better foods. The money allows you to do things that you can't do when you don't have it. So by you being a part of Empower Network, whether you're just using the blogging platform, of course we have other products which we definitely recommend that you use, because that is what transforms your life. I was watching one of the products last night, the Top Producer formula. I mean, we have so many great trainings inside of Empower Network to really build you up as a person, as a leader, and as a phenomenal servant. Like Lester said, you have to be a servant. In order to be a leader, you have to be a servant. And in this business, we are both. We are both. We give ourselves so that we can help you grow. We give ourselves to help you become the person that you want to do so that your family don't have to be subject to the control of society. Like Nesta was talking about, this society is all about control. And yes, Nesta, school is still the same way. It hasn't changed. You know, maybe they don't have bells, but you still have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom. You still have to do things that, you know, school just grooms you to be an employee. School grooms you to be a person that is under somebody's control. So, you know, if we are able to teach your children how to control your own life, that's powerful, because then we raise a generation of people that are not under control of anybody else, but are in control of themselves. And that is where I come in. And I have children, you know, and I see what goes on, but I'm in the schools. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to work from home, so that I could be in the schools and so that I could have a voice in the school. Because when you don't have a, when you just sending your kids to school and then they're going to act.
Oh no. Are you still there, Danielle?
Yeah,
Wow.
am I here? I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm seeing that can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Back?
can.
All right, maybe that's tell me that I need to go. But you hear me? All right. But yeah, that's, you know, basically what I want to say. Freedom. We're all about freedom here. You know, we are leaders that are trying to help you experience freedom as we experience our own freedom. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You know, I mean, you could call it a pyramid scheme, but ultimately, your job is a pyramid scheme. Somebody is paying you for your time as opposed to paying you for what you're worth. Nobody could pay me for as much as I'm worth. I'm worth infinity. You know what I mean? So it's to the point where are you really only worth X amount of dollars per hour or X amount of dollars per year? It's up to you to determine if that's what you want for your life or if you want more. So if you want more, click that link below. You know, join Team Blitz, join us in the Dream Team, join us in Empower Network, because, like I said, we've all been in other companies here. We're all a panel of people that have been in other companies, but we found a place where this is the real deal. This is the place where leaders are really making a difference in their own lives, the lives of their families, and the lives of others. So that's all I have to say, Terrence. Thank you so much for giving me a call. I missed you guys, and you know, I'm back, and I thank you all for your support during my, you know, the death that I had. And you know, guys, whoever's watching, I just ask you to just join us. Just click that link and join us, and you will be hooked up with a team of people that care about you and that want to see you succeed. And that's all for me.
Awesome, guys. Wow, that I tell you, I'm so honored to even have Danielle here on the team, and I'm so glad we did link up. And you know, she definitely took action and clicked that link the same way you right now, with your wandering hand going down to the keyboard, guiding that mouse down into that green button, guys, and click that link, guys. You know, what season are we in now? It's the springtime, right? Why wouldn't you give yourself the opportunity of growth, right? The dead season is going. The winter season, that's the dead season. Nothing grows, nothing, you know, everything dies, you know, getting beaten up by the weather, everything else gets beaten up, right? But when you make it through the winter season, and you're still alive, and it's the springtime, right? And what's spring? It's about a new beginning, right? It's like, uh, uh, you know, starting fresh on something, right? And when you join Empower Network and Team Blitz, it's like a breath of fresh air. Think of it like that, guys. You need that breath of fresh air right now. You know, it's like what Nestor was saying earlier. You know, it made me even laugh because it reminded me of when I was in school. You know, the principal will always go outside and blow the whistle. You know, like he was explaining earlier about permission this, permission that, and it's the truth. But the principal will go outside while you're playing, running, and blah blah, doing what you got to do with your friends and schoolmates. She'll blow the whistle, and guess what that whistle meant? Freeze. You had to freeze right on the spot. That's exactly what the workflow is, the employment system is. It freezes you. It freezes you from reaching your dreams. It freezes you from reaching your visions or even seeing your vision or even embracing it. It freezes you guys. So she would blow that whistle and you would have to freeze. In whatever position you're doing, the balls would be the only thing moving. The balls, the basketballs, the volleyballs, they would be the only thing moving, guys. Everyone else is frozen. And then if you were moving, she would call you out. She was no joke, Sister Maureen. I went to Catholic elementary school, you know, which I couldn't really relate to, you know what I mean? I mean, seriously, the people are crazy, man, in the Catholic schools. I'm sorry. But, you know, they got a way off system, man. They do. Like, I don't know, they really treat the kids. Like, I would never put my son in a Catholic school. Never did. And I'm hoping he won't put his kids to a Catholic school. I'm not saying that Catholics is bad. I'm just saying their school system sucks. Okay? And really, they don't educate the children the way they should. I know that was off the wall, but at the end of the day, you know, that frozen in time, right? Like you're like frozen. And Sister Maureen would like if you would get caught moving, dude, she would come down them stairs, grab you by the ear, and she will smack your hand with the ruler. This is what I'm saying about, you know, there's a little abuse going on in the Catholic school system, man. I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna have to cut that out. You know, public school is more free. If you have your kids in Catholic school, think about it. All right. So again, you know, why even stay frozen, right? Why not even, you know, give yourself that opportunity where you're going to give yourself an opportunity to grow. You're going to surround yourself around a community of entrepreneurs. You're going to meet wonderful people. And what better place to do so within the next 2 weeks where we're all going to be in Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee, guys. I've never been to Nashville, but I know one thing about Tennessee. They do big things just like in Texas. And I know the food out there is good, so I can't even wait. And when you get to the event, guys, and you meet all of these people, all these entrepreneurs making it happen, everyone making money online, whether it's $25 a month, whether it's $30,000 a month. An income disclaimer, I'm not even guaranteeing you're going to make $25 a month because I don't even know how hard you're going to go hard. I don't know how hard you're going to go with this, you know? So income disclaimer, if you want to see our income disclosure, you just go to empowernetwork.com/income.php. All right, and you will see our income disclaimer there, and you will see our average earnings. And again, it's not even about average because no one is average in Empower Network. You know, some companies be like, just go out there and do the average things, you know, which is what the rest of the masses do. What Empower Network did and what Dave created was a unique platform. Like I said earlier, it gives you a voice. There's no other company doing what we're doing. There's no other blogging platform doing what we're doing. So if you have a WordPress or a blogger.com or a blogspot, you know, yeah, they're cool. But at the end of the day, are you making money with it? I'm sure you're probably stuck on certain areas on building up your blog because you're going to have to do it yourself. Why wouldn't you join the Empower Network family and let the blogging platform do most of the heavy lifting for you, which is what the Kalatsu blog is all about. It'll do most of the heavy lifting for you as long as you do some of the work. That's it. You don't have to worry about plugging in, doing this plugin, doing that plugin, adding your embed codes. I mean, your how to figure out the pictures and where to position yourself on the blog. Guys, the Empower Network teaches you all of that within all of the products. We have the Bible blogging system. We have the Inner Circle, which I highly recommend. It's a mind setting tool. You listen to the inner circle daily. You have to listen to something daily to motivate you, you know? And you're probably paying more for some other motivational tool that is costing you more money, and because it costs you more money, you're not listening to it. You know, some people spend more money and then they think about how much they spent, but they don't think about the value in the tool, you know, or the value in the tools. So we have the inner circle, which I highly recommend. So if you're watching this now and you just click that link below, upgrade yourself to the inner circle, okay? Believe me, you will thank us later. And from there, you have the top producer formula, which is one of the tools that a lot of the people in the industry are missing. And ever since I've started using this tool, I mean, before it was the Costa Rica Intensive, which was an event that Dave Wood held at his home in Costa Rica where 30, 40 people got together and shared their skill sets. And, you know, he shared more value to help them elevate their skill sets. And guess what? He's generated over 14, 15 millionaires by doing so, you know, and I'm going to be one of them. Each one of these guys you see on the panel, they're going to be one of them. Because one thing I do understand, guys, you can be a go-getter, right? You can go get it, yeah. But nothing's going to come your way if you're not giving. You got to be a go-giver. That's where it matters. You have to be the go-giver. Because when you're go-giving, guess what? You reap what you sow, right? Guess what? The rewards will start rolling in. And they will start coming out of nowhere. And that's what we call the outcome. That's what Ness was talking about. Money is really a tool, right? But, you know, it's there. But it's there for use. But guess what? What moves money? We do. What gives money life? We do. Right? And just like Danielle said, the more money you make, the better you eat, the better you live, the better you send your kids to a better school. Lots of things that you want to do. But it's not just going to come falling out of the sky. God is just not going to drop riches on you. He doesn't work that way. You got to work. And you got to see that divine nature inside of you. You got to feel what's inside of here. Because if you don't feel what's inside of here, it's nothing is going to, the exterior is not going to shine, guys. Trust me, I roll with this every day. I keep it real within myself so I can keep that exterior shining. And I'm serious about that. Nothing gets in my way. No one can tell me what I can or can't do. And fear definitely is nowhere in my vision. You know, when I was a kid, yeah, I dealt with fear. You know, got bullied a few times, and I had to snap out of it and defend and protect, you know, what's here. You have to do the same. This right here, guys, this exterior is a shell that's just protecting your inner divine. But your inner divine is not going to come alive if you're not giving it. So be that go-giver. Click that link down below right now. You know you need to do so. Because at the end of the day, doing an inaction is an action itself. So if you're not doing anything, that in itself is an action. And an action that doesn't even pay off. Look, we're all adults here. We all know what we want. Everyone says, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But when you tell them to do the work, they fold. Why? Because they think things come easy. No, guys. Nothing is ever meant to be easy. It really isn't. And that's a lot of the issues that people have in certain areas of poverty or ghettos. You know, like Ness said, they were training each and every one of us to fail, set up for failure, to rely on the government, to rely on the food stamps, to rely on the federal government, to rely on the income tax check that you get every year that you spend on BS, acting like you rich. Oh man, I got my income tax check. Yeah. And don't even invest in yourselves. Most of the time you're buying Jordans. Most of the time you're buying new Jay-Z albums. Like you'll buy a whole rack of those things. Most of the time you go buy Beyonce tickets. Most of the time, you know, I mean, you would just do things that you've never done before because of the amount of money you got, right? Or all of that check went to your bills. and it's back to square one. Guys, it's always going to recycle and recycle and recycle every year until you change it. And you have to be willing to do that. That's why I say connect what's in here. Let that divine shine. Exterior, okay? Don't forget that. Again, this is your shell. It's only protecting what's inside. But you got to give what's inside some life. You got to really give it life, guys. And guess what? A blog will give you that. I'm not saying like give you life like, oh my, you know, like spiritually. No, you know, everyone has different reasons why they blog. But I tell you one thing. That's uniquely as a whole is that it gives everyone a voice. And if you go to Facebook, if you go to Twitter, if you go to Instagram, well, not Instagram, but if you go to LinkedIn, you click on a link, it's not a website, it's a blog. There's some commercials out there telling people that they should blog. I'm not sure if you even noticed that. But there's commercials out there that even tell people that they need to blog. And I'm going to share that with you guys in the next hangout, and because I got it recorded, but I'm not going to, keep you here. I have to go into my files for that. I recorded it on Thursday night, and I was just shocked. I'm like, oh, wow. So, guys, stop wasting time. Give yourselves the opportunity. Give your family the opportunity that they deserve. Give them the lifestyle that they deserve. It's not about the cars, the houses. All those things are there. They're there for you. That's the outcome. You got to be willing to do the work and reach that outcome. Again, God is not just going to rain riches on you. It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. You want rain riches? Work with the devil. He'll rain it. He'll rain, man. He'll make it rain on you, and then at the end of the day, you owe him something big time. Believe me, he doesn't stop working. He goes 24/7 every day. He's working. So I'm telling you, connect with your divine nature. Give yourself that voice, so this way you can start really sharing that vision with others and snapping people out of it, because that's what we do here. We snap you out of that, man. We snap you out of that mindset. And you got to be willing to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to end this hangout with that. I'm going to just leave you something to think about, man. Really. Think about what I'm telling you. Because at the end of the day, it's your decision. It's what you want. I can't give you what you want. You have to go out there and reach it. But you got to be willing to do the work. Lock arms with us. Join Team Blitz. So this way, you can join the vision, embrace the vision we have here, where we're going to be setting free 100 families each year. The same way this vision is embraced with Dave Wood's vision, where he wants to generate 100 millionaires each year. And he's on his way of doing it. Guys, there's no reason why we can't do what we want to overcome. The vision and the choice is yours. With that being said, over and out. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and a happy Easter weekend. Happy Easter Sunday with your family and yours. And embrace God, man. Keep that vision inside. And again, don't keep the vision inside. I'm saying share your vision, but that divine inside of you, please let it out. Okay? Don't hold it in anymore. It's not helping you. Now let us help you snap out of it. So this way you can experience exactly what we're talking about, because over here we're just a family and we help you grow. With that being said, love each and every one of you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful, happy Easter weekend with your families, and be safe out there, guys, and be blessed. One love, guys. Peace.